Over $12 billion is flooding into the Northern Virginia market in the next 12 months. Yes, I said $12 billion. That is not a typo or a mistake. We're talking massive tech campuses, billion-dollar hospital projects, luxury hotels, and infrastructure upgrades that will likely change our entire region. I'm Chris Colgan, your Northern Virginia Realtor. Today I'm breaking down everything new and coming soon to Northern Virginia in the next few years. So from Manassas to Tysons to Alexandria, some of these projects are underway right now, and others are about to break ground. If you want to stay on the loop, stick around till the end. All right, guys, so right now I'm actually out in the Gainesville area. Got to get ready for an appointment, and let me turn the camera for you. So this is actually Heathcote Marketplace. It's a brand new shopping center that should be opening next year in 2026. So this is on 31 acres of prime real estate right here in western Prince William County. I-66 sees 81,000 cars pass by here every day, and Route 15 has 36,000 every day. So some of the anchor tenants they already have are Sprouts Farmers Market, Panera Bread, Chipotle Mexican Grill, Virginia Tire and Auto have also committed. So what I like about this spot right here, I think Gainesville definitely needs more of this, and thank God it's actually not a data center project, but this is going to be really walkable because you can walk over to the hospital, the commuter lot, and then Piedmont neighborhood and the condos over there right by the hospital as well. And you could kind of walk over to the Old Town Haymarket or Downtown Haymarket as well. You'll just have to cross 66, but this is just one of the exciting projects coming here to Northern Virginia. So let's keep talking about what's coming in 2026 to Northern Virginia. All right, guys, so now I am back in my office. It is freezing out there, as you can imagine. But let's talk about Manassas, because I think it's going to be a city that's going to be transformed. Let's start with that. We're experiencing one of the most dramatic transformations in all of Northern Virginia. 3 major projects are actually happening at once, and the impact on this area is going to be huge. Now, my God, if you've lived in Northern Virginia for a long time, you know the Manassas Mall has needed help. So the Manassas Mall area is getting a complete makeover. Prince William County supervisors approved this back in June, and here are the specifics. Miami-based developer Lionheart Capital is converting 60 acres of the aging mall property into lively mixed-use district. The plan includes 1,000 multifamily residential units across 5-story apartment buildings, over 47,000 square feet of new commercial space for restaurants, shops, and services. The existing Walmart Macy's will actually stay open while the surrounding parking lot gets repurposed. This transforms the mall from a dying retail center into a walkable urban neighborhood. Now, one of the things I'm going to be watching is the old at-home store that actually closed. I saw that it's going to start hosting the nation's gun show, and some of the other things that were lost by Dallas Expo Center actually closing because of IKEA. So I'm wondering if that will end up being future Expo Center like area, or will end up happening there. But it looks like for now, that's going to be where a lot of the Expo people are going to be moving. Now, of course, Prince William County supervisors voted this unanimously because they all know the Manassas Mall needed help. I mean, I haven't been there since probably the mid-2000s when I was a kid, and I went and played at Aladdin's Castle, if you remember there growing up. All right, Micron Technology, they have a $2.17 billion expansion. Now, here's where things get even more impressive. Micron announced in December of 2024 they're investing $2.17 billion to expand their big facility right over in Manassas. It's going to create 340 high-paying jobs. The expansion allows production of state-of-the-art memory for automotive, aerospace, defense, and industry markets. Micron has operated in Manassas for already 22 years. Virginia is offering them $70 million in state incentives, plus workforce development support. That makes Northern Virginia a crucial hub for domestic semiconductor production. And what this investment does is make America's chain supply security even better and bring cutting-edge manufacturing jobs to the Northern Virginia region. And you can expect a lot more job creation as we get through this list, which is really good. All right, now we have some fun news. If you've been to Farm Brew Live campus lately, they have totally rebranded back in May of 2025, which I reported on, to the INOVA Live name. And so they did a complete rebrand. So we've got major new venues that have already opened and changed some of the nightlife. You have Proof Kitchen and Bar, which opened in May of 2025. It's a globally inspired cuisine with spirit-infused dishes. Malarkey Distilled Spirits relocated to a massive 25,000 square foot distillery and tasting room right on campus. And Everyone Eats Catering now handles full service campus events. But the cool thing is they have the brand new Tempo by Hilton opening up in January of 2026, which is also going to include a brand new speakeasy, which I'm really excited about. And we'll be seeing some more sweet hotel developments later on. And it's going to be located at 9665 Discovery Boulevard. This entertainment hub is awesome because it gives Manassas something it never had before. Of course, a gathering place for dining, drinks, live music, and events, all in a walkable campus. So between all that, Manassas is transforming from a sleepy suburb into an economic and entertainment hub. Now let's shift gears for a second. Now really quick, by the way, I offer a free relocation guide where I talk about everything here in Northern Virginia. I am going to put the link in the description. I also comment below and pin it. You should download my free guide. We've already had a ton of our YouTube viewers who are moving, download the guide, and I'm getting nothing but great feedback. So let's talk a little bit more about Prince William County, tech giant, and mixed use development. Now, Prince William County is seeing investment that would actually have been unthinkable just 5 years ago. Two massive projects are reshaping the entire eastern part of the county. Let me tell you about it. You have the Courts District, which is a 145 mixed use acre project taking shape at the intersection of Prince William Parkway and Minnieville Road. It's 1,000 residential units creating walkable neighborhood center, nearly 35,000 square feet of office space, over 100,000 square feet of restaurants and retail. Prince William County's first Whole Foods market is anchoring the retail. Commercial construction actually begins in 2026. Now here's the critical piece. The entire project depends on the construction of single point urban interchange, the county's first. This will replace the existing traffic signal with a grade separate interchange that lowers Prince William Parkway beneath Minnieville Road. The county expects the award-winning interchange construction contract in November of 2025 and the completion targeted for 2027. Over 100 residents showed up at a community meeting back in July that shows you how much local interest there is for finally getting a true town center in this part of Prince William County. And I'll be covering some incredible retail projects here later on, so stay right there. Microsoft is also going all in on Northern Virginia. The company plans to invest around $80 billion of AI-enabled data centers during 2026. More than half of those investments are right here in the good old USA. Microsoft already has data centers here at Northern Virginia, and they have already invested in community projects, including workforce training through their flagship Data Center Academy program. But now they project 2,000 full-time employees and contractors working across all operational facilities in Virginia by the end of next year. That's up from the 685 that are currently employed, nearly tripling their workforce. Data centers for Microsoft are mainly located in Prince William and Loudoun, and both of them are getting major expansions and investments. This is creating thousands of construction jobs and supporting the region's position as the world's largest data center market. And yeah, by the way, Northern Virginia is the world's largest data center market, and Microsoft expansion just secures our position for years to come. But this isn't the only tech development coming soon. Now, of course, you have Google's $9 billion investment into the state of Virginia, and we've got some other huge, massive tech expansion coming. So in August 2024, Governor Glenn Youngkin announced that Google would invest an additional $9 billion into Virginia through 2026. The investment focuses on cloud and artificial infrastructure, a new data center campus in Chesterfield County on a 300-acre lot. Google is also expanding existing data center campuses in Loudoun and Prince William counties. It was also equipping all Virginia-based college students with access to Google AI Pro Plan and AI training for 1 year. UVA, Brightpoint Community College, Northern Virginia Community College are among the first institutions in the Google AI Acceleration Education Program. Say that like 3 times over and over again. Data center projects typically take 18 to 24 months to complete, but construction is already setting to begin. So we should see a lot of this in 2026. But if you guys are enjoying this breakdown, I have a whole separate channel where I cover everything coming here soon locally. It's cool because I'm able to go deeper on each project there. So be sure to check it out on the description below. You should also sign up for my newsletter where I cover even more content just like this every week. The link is right here in the description as well. Now let's keep going because we have more tech projects to see and haven't gotten to the massive healthcare expansion across the region. Now we got to talk about Amazon HQ2, right? Amazon National Landing Headquarters has 24 commercial developments, parks, and transportation upgrades since the 2019 announcement. So let me break it down for you. The Metropolitan Park phase is operational with 22-story office towers housing thousands of employees. By the way, this one has stuff like a public park and garden, art installations, rooftop terraces for dogs, and 14 restaurants. The iconic 350-foot helix structure is part of the Pause second phase. However, the Penn Place second phase remains an indefinite pause right now. The Arlington County supervisors granted Amazon a 3-year extension in June, giving them until 2028 to get that project started. Despite this pause, the national landing area around it continues to evolve. B.G. Smith and all other developers are moving forward with new residential buildings, retail parks, and infrastructure improvements over there. And Amazon received the first public subsidy payment from Arlington back in September, which was totaling $81,000 based on hotel tax revenue increases. That's a fraction of what the county projected, but it still shows the economic impact is starting to materialize. Now let's move on to different areas. Let me show you a very interesting kind of project going on over in 2 other counties. All right, guys, now this one right here, I really hope it breaks ground in 2026. It just keeps being delayed, but that's Rivanna at Innovation Station. That's going to be Loudoun's Marvel, right? It's a 9 million square foot development on 103 acres. That's literally unlike anything in the East Coast and Northern Virginia. It's going to be located right off 28 in the Dallas Toll Road and the Innovation Center Metro Station, all meet bordering Loudoun County and Fairfax County. 3.5 million square feet of Class A office space, 3,700 residential units, 500 hotel rooms, 46,000 square feet of retail in Rivanna Village, a world-class performance arts venue, the region's largest farmers market, 2 expansive public parks with scenic pedestrian walkways, Boulder Ridge, a distinct path along, running across natural boulder formations. Construction is underway in phases, right? So they're still waiting to break ground. Now, this project is going to connect directly to the metro and have pedestrian bridges, putting you 1 stop from Dallas International Airport. What's even cooler is that the development preserves natural features like boulder ridges, forested trails, and stream valleys right under the urban master plan. This is the kind of transit-oriented development that creates value because you can live, work, shop, and play all without getting into a car. But if you want to know about the luxury side of things, I've got a project just for you, and this is one of my favorite projects. All right, Reston Station is quickly becoming one of the most desirable addresses in all of INOVA, and it breaks a lot of records too. So I actually got a deal with Comstock, and I am helping them promote that JW Marriott over at Reston Station, and it is absolutely beautiful. I went to their opening party. I mean, they had fireworks, bands, the food, anything you can imagine. Definitely check out the Simon. That is an awesome restaurant opened by the Shar family, who are really great people. And Reston Station is one of the largest mixed-use transit-oriented developments in all of the Mid-Atlantic region. The JW Marriott Reston Station officially opened back in September, and I'll show you why this is top-notch. This is Virginia's first JW Marriott. It features 247 luxury rooms, over 40,000 square feet of meeting and event space, 11,700 square feet of ballroom, the largest luxury meeting venue in Northern Virginia, and it can accommodate up to 1,300 guests. And like I said, you have the Simon, which is a fantastic restaurant. They've got mindful rooms as well, customized wellness amenities, yoga rooms, all kinds of crazy lighting. It is truly a classy place. Adjacent to the hotel, you have the JW Marriott Residence beginning delivery 94 luxury condominiums in September. Condo pre-sales generated $78 million. I actually was able to go in and give a tour, and we did a video on them and a couple Instagram reels. Man, those condos are nice. It's really cool, right? You're just chilling in there, and you look out in your window and you see Tysons, you see Reston Town Center, and you can walk right to the metro. This development is part of the larger Reston Road District. Boulevard Haley apartment building with 419 units expected to be fully delivered in Q1 2026. Also, Reston Station is directly on the Silver Line, giving you metro access to Tysons, Arlington, and downtown DC. That's one of the reasons why these properties are commanding premium prices. And keep that in mind, because I'm going to be circling back to transportation in just a minute. But first, you got to hear about these 2 crazy hospital developments. So INOVA Health System is making the largest healthcare investment in the state's history with 2 brand new hospital campuses opening in 2028. So let's check them out. You've got INOVA's Alexandria Hospital campus. They actually broke ground back in September of 2024 for the new $1 billion spot on the west end of Alexandria's development of the former Landmark Mall site. You got 1.1 million square feet of campus, 192 hospital beds with private rooms, comprehensive cancer center of its 111,000 square feet, specialty care center at 87,000 square feet, level trauma 2 center, 24-hour care with advanced cardiac and neuroscience services, comprehensive women's health and specialized cancer care. Expected to have 2,000 healthcare workers there, 1,400 parking spaces with 19 EV charging stations. Main hospital construction runs from 2024 to 2028, and then the Shar Cancer Center and Specialty Care Center construction from 2026 to 2028, opening anticipated for Q3 or Q4 of 2028. As of December 24, excavation was 75% 60% complete. The first of 5 construction cranes was installed in mid-December of 2024. This project is definitely moving fast, people. And breaking ground on that exact same day was the INOVA Franconia Springfield campus, which will bring inpatient care to Southern Fairfax for the first time. 110-bed, 6-story facility located adjacent to INOVA Franconia Springfield Healthplex, within walking distance to the Franconia Springfield Metro and BRE stations. Private rooms, expanded emergency room, my God, we need more of those. Diagnostic imaging, multiple procedural rooms, focuses on specialized orthopedic care. Now, construction on this project is expected to be completed by 2028. Both hospital projects were designed by Ballinger and architects. These 2 hospitals represent a combined investment of $2.5 billion and will serve hundreds of thousands of residents across Virginia. And that's also true for the next upgrades I'm about to talk about. All right, we gotta talk about transportation because we all know, I mean, look at this. I used to have the most beautiful head of hair until I started driving around Northern Virginia. We all know traffic here can be brutal. Transportation is getting major attention across INOVA with projects designed to ease congestion and improve connectivity, which of course is always welcome. First, the Virginia Department of Transportation awarded a $49 million construction contract in November 2023 to Branch Civil for an interchange transformation over at the Fairfax County Parkway and Pope's Head Roads interchange. This is replacing the existing 4-way intersection with triple roundabouts with 2 bridges over Fairfax County Parkway. This allows traffic to flow freely without the famous 5-minute wait times at the signal, serves 64,000 cars a day and 3,200 on Pope's Creek Road. They're also going to be constructing a shared youth path linking to the future Patriot Park, reconstructing the Fairfax County Parkway Trail, installing sidewalks along Pope's Head Road. Construction began in 2023 and early 24, and it should be done by the end of 2026. When it's complete, the project, along with the widening, will reduce 12 million hours of delay from 2027 to 2024. That's not a typo. 12 million hours of delay. Can you imagine that? And then there's more. The Northern Virginia Transportation Authority has committed $5 billion towards 380 transportation projects across the state. It's leading the funding entity for the bus branded transit in the Commonwealth, investing $883 million in 5 BRT segments to date. In April of 2025, they approved the call for regional transportation projects for the fiscal year of 2026 through 2031, calling it a 6-year program. The investments include $2.3 billion for roadway improvements, $809 million for bus transit, $720 million for intersection improvements, $545 million for rail infrastructure, $190 million for bike and pedestrian facilities, and $53 million for technology upgrades. So soon you'll find it easier to get where you need to go without sitting in traffic. And if you need any ideas where to go, check out these next awesome spots. I've talked about this a lot on my Instagram and here on YouTube, that European wellness destination, Thermi DC. This is a very interesting one, right? In March of 2025, Mayor Bowser announced that Washington DC selected Thermi's group proposal to develop a groundbreaking wellness resort at Poplar Point in Ward 8, and you'll definitely be surprised by this. They're a European company transforming 15 acres on the 110-acre of Anacostia waterfront site. This state-of-the-art facility featuring thermal baths, dozens of saunas and wet rooms, thermal and mineral pools, water slides, and relaxation beds. You've also got an immersive art and diverse restaurant surrounded by lush greenery, around a 500,000 square foot facility. It's close to $500 million investment. The remaining 95 acres, including a 70-acre riverfront park and trail system, plus 25 acres for mixed-use development. The park has projected to be completed by 2028. By the numbers, it's expected to attract nearly 2 million visitors annually, generate $1.5 billion in tax revenue, create 5,000 construction jobs, and provide 720 permanent jobs when completed. This marks Thermi's first U.S. location, building on successful European operations in places like Germany and Romania. Now, Tysons Corner, we all know this was a huge story this year. It's getting a $100 million makeover. This is incredible renovation coming soon, really, to Fairfax County. Tysons Corner Center is undergoing a bold $100 million transformation beginning in 2026. The property owner is investing $45 million. Retailers are contributing $66 million for store upgrades. The west end of the mall, anchored by Bloomingdale's and Macy's, is going to be reimagined as an open-air retail, dining, and entertainment district. Outdoor shopping areas, upscale restaurants, luxury market concepts. Major expansions include Zara and one-of-a-kind Apple store as well. AMD Cedars has also submitted plans back in September for a new $5 million interior renovation. They're gonna have reclining chairs in most auditoriums, new floor and wall finishes, and a relocated bar area, and they expect that to be finished in next year. The Fairfax County projects 100,000 future Tyson residents, and this makeover really gives the mall a chance to serve that many people. That is everything new and coming soon here in 2026 and the next several years to Northern Virginia. We're talking about billions of investments across tech, healthcare, hospital, retail, infrastructure. There's fantastic amenities and upgrades that will not only generate more jobs, but also likely drive values up around here. So if you like this type of information, if you are thinking about buying or selling a home, definitely shoot me an email, info@colganteam.com. And like I said, definitely request my free location guide where I talk about everything you need to know about living here in Northern Virginia. Guys, you better smash that subscribe button.